My name is Sergeant David Guzman. I was injured in Iraq by an IED blast. This resulted in the loss of use of my right leg and several other injuries. This is my wife, Maribel. We met on Valentine's Day, and 6 weeks later we were married. We've been together 21 years. She liked me in my tight Wranglers, the cowboy boots and a Stetson hat. What else could I say? I joined the Army in 1989. I come from a military family, and for me it was a sense of honor and duty and pride. We had to go on a recon mission because we had lost some fuel trucks. I noticed a small white truck on the right side, and the driver and I just looked at each other. The hair on my neck, stood up, and I could feel the heat and the sweat. Something wasn't right. The moment that I moved my arm inside the door cab, the bomb went off. The piece that went through my right leg had ruptured my right artery. Close to half of my calf muscle was missing. The next day she got a phone call from Washington, D.C.
That day it was like my worst day of my life.
Started off trying to learn how to walk again, use my arms, use my leg. I had speech therapy for about 3 years. The piece that went through my mouth had cut some of the cheek muscle and knocked out a tooth and cut my tongue. At the time of my injury, our home was being built. We weren't expecting, the condition that I was in, and everything got, a normal home. We've been in that home for 15 years, and I had a hard time getting in the shower, a hard time getting through the hallways. I literally fell outside the shower, landed on my tailbone and broke my tailbone. I went on an event to go cook. There's actually 2 recipients from Homes for the Troops that we started talking, and the subject came up about our homes and stuff, and we talked about the application for this process. To be invited up here is a really humbling experience. You see the cabinets where you open them up, and you can able to not worry about stepping on a step ladder or prepare a meal. For me, it was just the simplicity of having everything in the right spot. I feel like a normal person again. That's the most important part.
He loved cook. It was like, I have a big space, and I'll be like, I don't have to cook no more.
If we were awarded this home, I think it would give us the opportunity to give back. My dream, I guess, would be a small catering business or a small smokehouse, something that maybe one day my children they got that itch already of learning how to cook and knowing what to cook. It brings us together a little bit more than we already are. Homes for Our Troops has been a blessing. You see other veterans, and we got to meet some that have their homes, and they told us, it'll change your lives and make you be a better person, more than what you already are. The adaptability is there. You feel like a person again. Your integrity comes back.
It's not the home. It's not in the home. It's like feeling part of the family.
We've been fortunate in some aspects to have a second chance on life. If a corporate sponsor was here, can't say thank you enough. I think the only way I could probably ever repay him that I think I'd be satisfied is I'll do my best to make the best meal for him. It's just that, giving them that gratitude back. They're giving us a home to lay our heads down at night and have a rest. To me, it's planting a seed and helping it grow, and let that family blossom. That's what they're doing.